Hi folks, today is December 16th. I'm going to look at taking a trade with the oil barrel system here. We're going to buy,
Order pending.
change this to 2,
Order pending.
and if this goes down, we'll go ahead and jump in. Ideally, I'd like to get in at about 55.95, but one tick off isn't going to hurt me too bad here. And the reason I'm looking at taking this trade is because we have the green arrow, green price bar, green center bar, or center line, excuse me. Oh, that is beautiful. Let's get the best fill we can here. We've actually had a couple good trades
Order filled.
today. Let me go ahead and put this in. This is a buy order, so we're going to place our sell order. Sell on the stop.
Order pending.
Change that to 2.
Order pending.
And we will place our first take profit around here. Sell on the limit.
Order pending.
Alright, as you guys can see here, we're on the oil January 2015 contracts. Been a bit busy today, haven't had any opportunities to take any trades, but wanted to at least get one. But as you guys can see here, we had this green arrow, green price bar, and also a green center line. And this trade was simply beautiful. We would have been able to follow this all the way up till here's a red arrow, red price bar, red center line. So we could have followed it up to about right here in this area, and that would have been a beautiful winning trade right there. But for right now, we're gonna wait and see what happens here. And the thing about this system is it tends to get you in on really good moves, but a lot of times you'll go sideways before the market spikes up. So we're going to see if it's going to go ahead and jump up here, or if we're going to get a little bit of sideways action. And another great thing about this system is it doesn't redraw itself. As you guys just saw here, we had our green arrow here. Once this bar closed, this one right here, this stayed green. This center line stayed green. So it's not going to repaint itself to be red or anything like that. And that's really one of the really powerful things that this system has to offer. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it. And once we get up here to our first take profit level, I'll come back with you guys then. Alright guys, we just hit that $500 mark and we're very close to our take profit. As you can see here, we are actually about one tick away
Order filled.
from our take profit. Alright, so our first take profit just got hit. Let's switch this to 1.
Order cancelled.
Alright, so now we have one order in our stop, and we're going to go ahead and bump this up. And we're going to trail this second, or our final contract, the way the system tells us to. We're going to wait in the same way we would have done over here for the red arrow, red price bar, and red center line. And that's how we're going to exit this trade. And that's going to enable us to catch a huge move like this. So we're just going to be patient here and see how this goes. I'll be back with you guys momentarily. Just wanted to come back and show you guys we had this huge spike right here. Beautiful move that just popped up in the market, and that pushed us up over $400. Like I said, this system is very good at predicting these large moves. Sometimes it goes sideways before pushing up, and sometimes it just shoots straight up like we see here today, and like we saw here, and also over here. I mean, so it's done extremely well at predicting these moves. And the big thing is, like I said, it does not repaint. So what you guys see here is the actual trades you would have been able to catch. Alright, we're still looking green everywhere, so I'm gonna wait until we get our green arrow here, or our red arrow, and I'll be back with you guys then. Hey folks, just wanted to come back and let you see I moved my stop up to break even +1 here. And the reason I did that is mainly because there's no way I'm letting a beautiful winning trade turn into any type of a loser. Not even on this second contract here. Alright, still waiting on the red arrow to pop up, so I will be back with you guys when it does. It looks like we just got this red price bar, so now we're going to wait for it to close and see if it actually stays red. I'll be back shortly. Alright folks, we just got our red arrow here. This did not turn, this price bar did not turn red. I've seen several situations where we'll get 2 signals to exit, but that third one doesn't come and the market just continues into profit. So I'm definitely not going to exit until we get all 3 signals. Alright, so right now we have 1. If we get this and this turns into a red bar, I'll come back then so we can see that. Alright, another quick update. This is why I said we don't exit the trade just on one sign of getting out, just the red arrows, or even just the red price bar here. As you guys can see, red arrow, market pushed up again, red arrow, market pushed up again. So it's definitely a situation where you want to wait until you get all 3 indicators lined up before you look at exiting the trade. What I'm going to do here is just lock in a tiny bit more profit, mainly because the market tends to use this center line as either a level of support or resistance depending on where the market is in relation to it. So we're going to continue to be patient here and ride this trade up and get as much money out of it as we can. I'll be back with you guys once we get a red price bar. Alright, we just got our red price bar here. And so now we're waiting to see if we're going to get a red center line or if the market is going to just push down and hit our stop here. But it's just as likely that the market could continue moving up, so we're just going to have to be patient and see what happens here. Alright, be back with you guys momentarily. Alright folks, as you guys can see here, this right here just turned red. We won't know if it's going to stay red until this bar closes, because again, this system does not repaint. Or the market could easily come down and just fill us right here. So we're just going to be patient and see what happens. Currently up 130 on that last position. About 5 ticks away from being taken out. 2 ticks away from being taken out now. And it looks like this is going to close red. And this is a 1000 volume chart. So it should be ending pretty soon. There it is. Alright. So we'll see if we get a little push up or if it just goes ahead and takes us out here. Either way, this was a beautiful trade for us. We made a nice profit on it. And we'll make about 7 ticks on this second contract if it comes down and takes us out. Again, I want to get as much of this as I can because I have every belief that the market is going to reverse. And if it wants to spike up a little bit, I'm all for it. That's just more profit for us. one tick
Order
away.
filled.
There it is. So we made $390 on this trade. Wasn't obviously as big a move as either of those, but it was still a nice trade. Got in right here at 55.93. Took our first take profit at 56.21 or 56.20. Second was at 56.04. Good thing about letting that second one run is that you will oftentimes get into trades like this that turn into 50, 60, 70 tick winners. Okay. The downside is sometimes you'll just have to take, what was this here, 55.94 to 56.04. So this was about a 10 tick win on this second one. I think it was at 93 or 94. Oh well, looks like it was 94. So yeah, like I said, that's kind of the trade-off. If we wanted to, we could have simply taken off all of our contracts up here, or either did a 1-to-1 risk to reward and taken it off up here somewhere. But I prefer to let that second one run just in case we're able to catch one of these moves. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'm glad I was able to catch a trade for you guys here. $390 winner. To get more information on the oil barrel system, definitely click the link below, and you'll be able to see more videos and things like that as well. Thanks, and I'll talk to you guys later.